the sprinter when it comes to getting online quicker.
YouTube is on the ball always. I just realised I don't have any method of seeing any comments.
Stephen is not on the ball.
So not on the ball. YouTube is.
We have had a productive day, so we've got a few things that we can tell you a little bit about our day, and then we're going to tell you something exciting as well, and then we're going to get stuck into the lesson.
Yeah, let's start with the exciting bit because this is awesome. I just can't take my eyes off them right now.
Can't take my eyes off of you.
So this was an idea that somebody had. Was it? I think it was Sam.
Sam's idea.
I think it was Sam's idea. When we're selling the calendars. Obviously, if you don't know, we've got a calendar out, and this has been requested for a few years now. This is the first year we've actually done it. So what we have right here,
a golden ticket.
I get a golden ticket. So I can show you each. There's one, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. So they've all got their the reference numbers on them. Hopefully I've not just given the first one away. Don't zoom in on it.
We'll keep that one to the side then when it comes to it.
So these golden tickets will now be placed inside some random calendars for anyone who's purchasing them. There is 5 of them, and if you get a golden ticket, then you win either a Zoom call with us, and that will last an hour. It's a bit of a strategy. We'll talk about your life. We've also got life coaches, personal trainers, nutrition coaches, mindset, psychology, and all and everything in between. So we can have an absolute strategy session with you, an individual, 1-to-1 or 1-to-2. Or you can choose to swap that for our 3-month membership with our weight loss membership. In case you don't know, we're really, really good at weight loss. That's what we've been doing for over 15 years now. And our online membership is always ongoing. So you can win one. You can win a full membership with a golden ticket.
It all came about, Sam was asking, we were talking about in the year, we always like to give away a free space or 2 for our membership, because there are people out there that don't have the money to invest in their health and fitness, and we want to help as many people as we can. With that being said, today we're even taking some of our books to the local library to donate them in there, because there are people that can't afford our book, but we still want to get the message out there. So then Sam dropped a question. She said, well, you're going to be selling calendars right up till January anyway. She said, why not do the golden ticket? We thought, that's a good idea, and in that way we're able to give back to everybody. So there's 5 lucky tickets.
5 tickets. Our mission is to help as many people across the globe as possible, okay? Always has been from the start and always will be. But obviously we do have a membership, we've got to make money, this is a business at the end of the day, but so we've got this, everything from, we're making a bunch of free content like we're making right now. We've got obviously we're going to talk today about weight loss and how you can achieve weight loss over the Christmas period and still have fun. We're doing weekly videos. We're giving you information, and it's all free. We're even going to be basically creating some smaller products that you can then jump onto our website. You can set up your membership for a little bit less money, and it's just for these small products. That's what's all in production right now. So there's always something for all price ranges, from absolute free and all the way through. But like Rap said, we like to give away these memberships, just a couple each year, for lucky people who maybe can't afford to join the membership. It's not expensive, but some people just go, I just don't have any disposable income, and that's fine. So we like to do something good.
You know what it's going to be like? So I am addicted to sticker albums, and that's why I stay away from them. Because when I get a sticker album, I just go crazy for it, and it takes me back to my youth. You know when you got your stickers and you bought a bunch of packs from the newsagents or the paper shop, and you'd open them and see when you got a foilie, you're like, oh my god! And then you play that game your friends got need. Anyway,
Foilies.
The golden ticket, when that person opens up their calendar to find the golden ticket, man, I'm going to be buzzing for
it.
them.
It really does look like the Willy Wonka golden tickets. It's awesome. Look at that.
Pretty well done.
Looks awesome.
Yeah.
It looks awesome.
Going to give a shout out to the Yummy Mummy. She says, nice winter look you guys have today. You're very welcome. We put our festive jumpers on for our book signing. Vina Jordan says, hello from Orange County, California, and Scotland bound today for the holidays there.
Ah, nice one. So today we're talking about weight loss over the festive period. This is the time of year that a lot of people will just go, I need to lose weight, but I'll wait till January. We're here to say, don't wait until January, because statistics show those people who say, I'll start again on Monday, I'll start again in January, are more likely to then fall off the wagon and go, oh, and they'll just say the same thing again. I'll start again on Monday. I'll start again in February. I'll start again whenever. So we're here to give you a real good solid lesson. Start now. You can lose weight over the festive period. We're going to talk about a few things about how to go about that. And then when it comes to January, you can hit the ground running and you can keep that going.
Do your future self a favour and start now. You know, a lot of the time when it gets these sort of things, we then just say, the future me will deal with it. And then not only that, when you've made that decision, it's then taken off your hands. You don't have to concern yourself because future you is going to deal with it. And then basically what then happens is you then make it even harder on your future self because you think, you know what, future self's going to deal with this in January, so between now and then I'm going to eat what I want, drink what I want, etc, etc. Now, we're all about health and happiness and getting a nice balance, but there is a bunch of things that you can do to mitigate the damage between now and the set start point where you're really going to get stuck in. But the key is to start something now. There's a bunch of small habits that you could instill into your life right now that would get you on the road to success, so that when January comes and you're upping your exercise, you're upping your movement, you're improving your eating, it's not so much of a big jump.
Yes. So, first and foremost, because Rob's taking a drink of water, I'm going to talk about the thing that I talk about every single live feed.
Water boy!
Regardless of what your goal is, regardless of what our lesson is, we give different lessons every single week. And I can guarantee there's not one lesson that I'm not going to say, drink your water. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. It's the most simplest thing to do, and it's one thing that so many people forget. It's like, oh, it's Christmas time, let's have a beer, let's have a whiskey, let's have a wee gin and tonic. Let's go out and let's celebrate, we'll do this, that, another. And you go, yeah, but it's Christmas time, I should be able to let my hair down. Absolutely, yes, you should be able to let your hair down. You should be able to have, you know, a wee mince pie and ice cream now and again. You can have a wee gin and tonic if that's your tipple. But there's no excuse not to stay hydrated. If you just get hydrated, even if you take nothing else from today's video, if you stay hydrated, you're going to be clearer in your head, you're going to be more focused, you're going to have more energy for actually doing the things that you want to do. Please, 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 regardless if you're drinking alcohol or having a few little treats now and again, or whatever you decide to do over the Christmas period, just drink your water as well, and I can guarantee it'll mitigate all the negative impacts that other things have.
Now, getting onto the exercise subject, or the subject of exercise. So we're going to do this two-pronged. One, if you're already doing exercise, if you've already gone to the gym or doing your home workouts or training in a park, whatever it is you're doing, if you're already exercising, then during the festive period, what we'd recommend is keep doing that. Make that a non-negotiable. There's going to be lots of food and drink possibly that are going to be luring you away. Maybe nights in front of the telly, watching shows where it's all cozy and cold, all these sorts of things. But if you make your exercise a non-negotiable, that's going to be a huge step to mitigating any damage, and that's also going to lead into another little bonus tip we're going to give you further on. So if you're already exercising, let's just say you exercise 3 times a week in terms of resistance training, okay, then try your very best to keep that schedule. You don't necessarily need to knock your pan in, but still attend those sessions and at least give it 75%. Tick that box and you're going to mitigate a lot of the damage. If you're not doing any exercise and you're wanting to get healthy, then just start small. Pick, if you want to get out walking, just say to yourself, you know what, I'm going to do a small walk every single day and build up slowly. Or you might pick one exercise that you're fairly confident with and do that one exercise every single day. Take something and build up. So if you've not been doing any exercise, then start small. Something very, very small that you can do every single day consistently, so that when January hits and you're ready to step up again, you feel good because you're like, you know what, I've kept that going for the last 2 weeks. I feel good, now I'm going to step it up. So if you've already been doing exercise, then make your exercise a non-negotiable. Certainly your resistance training. Get at least 3 sessions in a week, no matter what. No matter if you've got a heavy night planned or a long day of cakes and puddings and whatever else, make sure you get your workout in. And if you haven't been doing any exercise, haven't started yet, then start small. Get something going.
You don't have to have a full-blown session. And I know that this time of year, there's a lot more to think about, a lot more going on, and you might just be, it might be an added stress that you're just thinking, I could do without these workouts. Like Rab said, it doesn't matter how big or how small these workouts are, just get active and stay active. Do what you're currently doing, plus a little bit more. Having said that, there are some ideal times to get some more exercise in. So, because this is Christmas, we wouldn't be the Kilted coaches if we weren't saying, make sure you have fun. That's our message through and through. Please enjoy the festive period. It's what a lot of people look forward to the whole year. Not just for the gift giving, but it actually just making more connections with your friends and family, have more of a laugh, absolutely. But there's going to be a little bit more food. Like today, we went out, we did a bit of book signing at a local farm shop, and we had some really nice lunch with some venison. What do we call it?
I still can't get it.
Ultimately, it was venison with some turnip and.
It felt like a venison stew.
It was a venison stew,
right?
But then the waitress came over. She's like, how was that? It was lovely. Can I interest you in coffee and cake? Then normally we would just go, well, maybe have a coffee or whatever else. We're like,
today we're like, can we get a hell yeah?
Let's have some coffee and cake, because it's that time of year when we're a bit more relaxed. Rab's got his festive jumper on. We're like, sure.
Yeah, why not?
Bring us some cake. So we had a little bit of cake. Now, this is what happens more and more throughout the festive period, because you're socialising more, you're with friends and family, you might not have seen people for a long time, so you want to enjoy yourself.
You also associate the cold darkness outside, depending on where you live, with things like mince pies, cakes, warm drinks, hot chocolate, and that's okay. You don't want to be depriving yourself of that.
So there is a simple principle that you want to capitalise on. There's something called a GLUT4 transmitter or transporter. Ultimately, the GLUT4 is responsible for taking hold of carbohydrates and pushing it into your muscles rather than your fat cells. Okay, we can store carbohydrates really easily as glycogen within the muscles and the liver, but then also as body fat. Most people have heard that if you overconsume carbohydrate, sugar obviously being a very quick release carbohydrate, then it will turn to body fat, which is true. However, we can stimulate this GLUT4 by exercise, okay, by intense exercise. So it can be something as simple, you've got up in the morning, you've had a really nice healthy breakfast. We can talk about that as well, it's really important. But have a nice healthy breakfast, get some fast intense exercise in. Therefore, when you go out for mid-morning or for lunch or whatever, if you have a little treat like a bit of carrot cake like what we had today, then that sugar is more likely to then go into your muscles if you've had a little bit of intense workout, because of this GLUT4. It then puts all that sugar into your muscles, stores it up as glycogen rather than body fat.
Now, whenever we talk about this particular lesson, we sometimes get the question, well, how intense is intense? Well, a nice easy way, and we did a video on this a couple of years ago, is that do it till it burns. If the muscle starts to burn in a healthy way, as in working way, then you've done enough. So if you're doing a bicep curl or some squats, if you keep going and eventually they start to burn, generally speaking, you've made that muscle group quite intense, you've then activated the GLUT4.
Yes, exactly. So there, obviously, exercise just before you eat is ideal. Within half an hour before is pretty good. But really, as long as it's done, as long as you've got some sort of exercise in, it really doesn't matter at what point. Obviously, the closer to you eating, the better. I've seen people who have got a dinner party, and then it's come time for dessert, like, right, it's time to activate this GLUT4. Take yourself off into another room and do 100 push-ups or do some squats. Squeeze the muscles. Just get all your muscles just fired up. You don't need a big gym in order to have a big workout. You just have to do something in order to stimulate that transmitter.
Just remember, we used to have this video called How to Get Great Glutes. And I just remember in the demonstration bit, you did this really weird, you were just like, yeah, just squeeze your glutes.
squeeze your ass. Or something like that. It was weird.
And then we kept playing it back and forward because I knew what you were trying to do. But
yeah. Going to just demonstrate, like, yeah, you can't. It's like saying, do you want a drink without doing this?
Yeah.
Like,
but it's the fact you turned to the camera, was like, squeeze your ass. It was like it was an outtake. That was the same video that Stephen had to quickly edit within the first goodness knows.
It's like walk over a camera, wearing a kilt with no underwear.
And we didn't realise at that time that, this was years ago, we didn't realise that some people choose to watch certain videos on YouTube at quarter speed. So what you don't see at normal speed, you absolutely see at quarter speed.
You've got all the time in the world to go, what's that? That's a silhouette. Look at that silhouette.
So Stephen's watching at normal speed, he couldn't see it, and then suddenly it was like slow-mo, he's like, oh my god!
No!
So has a story about Greek goals.
Just a quick one to Susan. She says, I've already got my calendar, no golden ticket for me, good luck all. Susan, you can always buy another one. You're always in for a chance. Always in for a chance.
Susan Hurst gave us a donation. Boom! Awesome, Susan.
Gunshot's not quite the same in a big wheeled jumper though, eh?
No.
Right, so losing weight over the festive period. I think one of the most important things that you can do is actually just declare, look at your weight right now and just make a declaration of, I'm going to lose weight. Okay, now, yes, there's lots of tips that we're going to give you and we have given you already, but having that mindset of, I'm losing weight, between now and January, I'm losing weight. So then suddenly you've got a bunch of options. We can't cover all your options right now, but you can. You can go, well, if I'm losing weight, suddenly when options are then presented to you, you can say, no, yes, hell no, I'm doing this, I'm not doing that. You can then make your own decisions rather than it's the festive period, I'm just going to relax. Suddenly it's not just having a wee bit of carrot cake, suddenly it's having the carrot cake and going, actually, I may as well just open a bottle of wine tonight because I've had the carrot cake and it's the festive period anyway. Suddenly you're escalating the problem because you've got this mentality of, I'll start again in January. Make a declaration to yourself and just go, I'm losing weight. Yes, I'm going to enjoy myself, but I'm losing weight. So you make these little decisions, but then you get your workouts in. You get a nice healthy breakfast, which is what we think we should talk about next. You're doing all the things you can do so that you can have a little bit now and again, still enjoy yourself, have a wee drink now and again, but ultimately you're training hard and you're eating well.
So next two key points, which we briefly mentioned, is healthy breakfast, and we're also going to discuss food prepping because that goes a long way. So I'll let you have breakfast, I'll go with food prepping.
You go straight with food prepping.
I'll go straight with food prepping. So if you fail to plan, you plan to fail, right? So festive period, we know there's going to be times when there's going to be food thrown at you, there's going to be things you're going to eat and you're going to probably spiral out of control, and that's okay. So that becomes part of the plan. But what you can do the night before is just say, right, well, I want to have a healthy breakfast, which Steve's going to cover in a moment, and I want my lunches to be on form. Maybe you've got lunch out somewhere, so you don't necessarily prepare for that. But if you've got meals ready either in the fridge, or you're still working, taking them to work for you, or you're batch cooking a bunch of stuff that you can either freeze or whatever and pull out, doesn't matter. The less meals that are open to interpretation, if you've pre-planned them and they're healthy, the more you're going to maximize your results. If you leave it completely open, you're going to come to lunchtime, you're going to come to dinner, and then you're going to open the cupboards and there's going to be all these bright coloured goodies that you buy in at this time of year, and you're going to be like, I can't be bored eating something healthy, but this stuff looks damn good. Whereas if you've got a nice, tasty, nutritious meal that you've pre-planned, you don't have to think about that, you don't have to open those cupboards, you go to what's there, you eat your good meal, and you feel better for it.
A little bit of discipline goes a long way. Okay, that's discipline first and foremost of preparing the meals, but then once you've prepared that, a lot of people will prepare the meals like, oh, but the ready meals calling to me, or those nice colourful foods are calling to me, the things in the packets are calling to me. Having the discipline to make the food beforehand, and then the discipline just to go, it's a no-brainer. It's like, I know what I'm having for my lunch. I know what I'm having for my tea. It's there. All I have to do is put it in the microwave, or maybe it's a cold meal you can just eat. It's there and then.
We're like moths for bright colours, aren't we? We're like, ooh.
Sugary things is like
sugar water.
Yeah. Which is going to be my next point. Okay, so something that my parents used to do all the time. Mum, if you're watching, I love you. But
he's about to slag you, Mum.
When it comes to them, it's usually Christmas morning breakfast. And my mum used to love these little Bellini. Is it called Bellinis? Basically, it's a pancake. It's just like a wee bit of sugar, and then like a bit of cream cheese and a bit of smoked salmon. Which don't get me wrong, that's great, it's fantastic. Ultimately, having pancakes. Okay, now there's a time and place for pancakes, but sometimes that Christmas morning breakfast can then turn into, well, we've got this whole packet of Bellinis. Are they called Bellinis?
I don't know.
Pretty sure they're called Bellinis. But ultimately, they're all tiny little mini pancakes. And ultimately, then you have that with then a glass of champagne, a Bucks Fizz, which is ultimately champagne with a wee bit of orange juice. So you're instantly starting the day with lots of sugar and alcohol. And it's like, if you start the day like that, then regardless of what you do on Christmas morning, your breakfast throughout the holiday period, you want to be thinking about, am I having things that are going to, it's like a little treat because it's the festive period and I deserve the treats? Or are you having a nice healthy breakfast that's going to give you nice sustained energy throughout the whole day to help you make better decisions throughout the rest of the day. Okay, so when it comes to your blood sugar levels, you want to be having some sort of protein, some sort of fat. So like smoked salmon on the Bellini is a great thing. Having some, hot smoked salmon flakes is an amazing breakfast to have, because you get the healthy fats from the salmon, you can get the protein, but then you want to have then some sort of fibre as well. Ideally, you avoid the carbohydrates for that first meal, because what's going to happen with the carbohydrates is it's going to send your blood sugar level up. It's going to make you feel amazing. That's why people love it. It's like, yeah, I'm having this and I feel great. I feel energetic. But then come midday, you have the crash, and then suddenly you've got all this chocolate in the house because it's Christmas time, where you have, I like Stollen. Stollen's awesome. And you go, oh, could do with a bit of a more sugar rush. And before you realise that you've eaten a whole packet of Stollen, and then you're tucking into the kids' treats because they've got a bunch as well.
Oh, you cruel man.
Oh, I know. What they don't know can't hurt them.
Well, this is it.
What happens is you're having like a little kind of sugary breakfast because it's the festive period, and then you have a crash, and then you're looking for something else, and you have a bit more of a high. You're like, yeah, I feel great again, and then you have a crash, and you're always looking for something else. And each time it comes up, your body doesn't like high blood sugar levels, therefore it gets rid of it, introduces insulin, gets rid of it, and pushes it away. It stores it. Now, it might store some as glycogen, might store some in your muscles and in your liver, but ultimately, the faster it goes up, the faster it has to get rid of it, and it's more likely to be stored as body fat. Okay, so it's like up, storing body fat. Feel low, need more, up again, store body fat, come back down, and each time it comes down low, when you're feeling drained, when your blood sugar level is low, you're also then tapping into your muscles, because your body can convert muscle into carbohydrates. So you start to then waste away your muscle mass. Each time it comes down, waste away muscle mass. Each time it comes up, you're storing body fat. The two things that you just don't want to do. Start your morning with nice healthy fats and good protein and a source of fibre, and you will get this nice sustained energy throughout the whole day. It means you can make better decisions throughout the rest of the day.
Boom.
Okay.
Susan says, I've planned for the party days, eating healthy on other days, food prep is my friend.
Happy it is. Just before we go, let's stop Instagram. Thank you so much for joining us.
Jump onto YouTube or Facebook to carry on Instagram. Just going to flash these golden tickets one more time.
Oh, keep Instagram going.
I got a golden ticket.
It's right there. It's right there.
It's right there.
It's right there. It's right there. Right. Bye Instagram.
Bye Insta. Charles says, hi guys from Chuck in Pennsylvania, USA. Received my autograph calendar. It's awesome. Happy days, Chuck. Have we got a calendar handy to show off?
Calendar. There's one up here.
There. So we still have our calendars on sale. That's what these golden tickets are going into. So you can get yours. We'll probably do posts after this as well. You can then have your calendar hanging on the wall to stick to your damn plan. Thank you, Chuck. AJ Ross says hello. And Susan has to get back to the video store to go and return some videotapes. And she'll see us all in the Clan Live. So Susan's one of our online members who is doing very well with her weight loss. So we do have a membership call coming in the next little while.
Just posting that to Instagram.
What's that?
No, it's just a post.
Oh, right.
No, that's just another post.
Oh, right.
Where are we? There we are. So a bunch of people just saying like the sweaters. Matt got a calendar. Clutchy!
Yay.
I don't have a calendar. Oh, I don't have a calendar. Men in kilts for next year, and I feel another one right next to it would be a bit overkill, but now I'm going to miss out on the chance to win a golden ticket. Clutchy.
You gotta go for it. You can always gift the calendar to someone else and keep the golden ticket for yourself.
You could.
That's what we'd say.
Or just dump the other calendar and have ours, because ours is clearly better.
Was she saying she's already got our calendar and wants to put another one next to it? Is that what
She's
she's
got a
saying?
calendar with men in kilts. I don't know if that means it's ours or just a random men in kilts.
Yeah.
Bit of loyalty, Clark. Just saying, you know.
I'm gonna stay true to Clutch. I think she's already got our calendar. She doesn't want two of the same.
I think that she's got another calendar, different men in
I
kilts.
think she's cheating on us.
I think she's cheating on us.
Oh well.
CT Johnson's halfway through our book.
Yay!
Good job. Book arrived yesterday, says Debbie. I'm going to start reading it tonight.
2 seconds. Ugh. That's our book as well, How to Stick to the Damn Plan. Yeah, actually going out on Sunday's video where I actually read it was actually quite fun reading chapters from the book, wasn't it? So proving to be quite popular for people as a self-help, but also as a Christmas gift as well.
CT's just saying that he needs to drink more water. I'm not a fan of it. That was 17 minutes ago, mind you. Not a fan of drinking water. Remember that all societies throughout the history of time, all societies have congregated around water of some kind. It's the most important thing for your health, and we're just spoiled in this modern life because water's just on tap, literally on tap. But it is really, really important. Most people just go, I'll drink when I'm thirsty, and they don't really give it too much thought. CT, I'd say to you, if you can change anything, you do one thing only, it would be drink more water. George would like to lose weight over Christmas, follow our advice. Matt got a gallon bottle to help him measure. Happy days. Kimberly Clark. Is that not make of toilet or sinks? Kimberly Clark. Pretty sure it is.
Yeah.
Pretty sure it is. I'm not saying you're a toilet, Kimberly, clearly.
Teresa says, no, I think it's the calendar from the guys in Outlander. That's semi-forgivable, right? They're only 50% good looking though. The 50% of them that's good looking is 100% of you know, in Infinity War when he's like, you're 50% human, so the 50% no, I'm only 50% human.
That 50% is
stupid is 100% you.
Jane Moody is asking, do you guys use any products like liquid IV or drip drop to help with electrolytes if you're working out 3 to 4 days a week? Plain water is hard. Yeah, to be honest, a little bit of sea salt for electrolytes is going to be good for your hydration and make sure you get the electrolytes in. There are many different products out there. Some are expensive, but we are big believers of using as natural ingredients as possible. Always, absolutely, these products can be very good, but sometimes it's a minefield of what's good and what's not. A few little crystals, even if it's a glass like a pint glass like this, even one crystal of sea salt, natural sea salt, is good for your electrolytes. Not that we've got any in here right now, mind you.
Can some people chat to me on YouTube? I'm feeling lonely.
Yeah. Flossie Bennett, what a name. I've been really restrictive with our Christmas treats and plan to spread the small amount we have out, working on the fact if we haven't got it, we can't eat it. Totally with you on the exercise. We'll continue making tradition of a family Christmas walk. Happy days. So yeah, sounds like you've got things under control, Flossie. Hello from Peru. Deb is on. Hey y'all. They couldn't get you some real FUD. Matt, I have no idea what you mean by that.
XPL Adocious 46545. Who is the bearded plushie on the wall behind you? Or plushie?
Bearded plushie.
Is he talking about the teddy? Hey, but that's Coach Rab, that's me!
Where am I? Oh, he's over there.
Ah, he's over there, yeah. Who was it made this time again?
It was Anne, wasn't it? Annie? Was it Anne?
Annie.
No, or Maggie.
Maggie.
It
That's
was
terrible.
Maggie.
One of our members made it. The thing is, we get these lovely things sent to us, and we thank them at the time, and then we forget who sent it.
Yeah.
So he's adorable, apparently. He has his moments.
Roman says you look beautiful.
Who does?
Someone.
Maybe it's the wee plushie behind us, eh? Somebody called it plushie.
Matt says, time for a haircut and a good walk. I'm going to get the Coach Stephen cut. Bye y'all. Stay healthy. My hair annoys me most of the time. It's always like, so when I first get it cut, it's fine, it's a great length, and within 2 weeks it's like, Argh.
Just get it cut every week then.
Yeah, but
It's not fine then.
Be a diva. Too much money. It's like you spend a fortune just on you getting your hair cut.
Just sleep with your hairdresser, you'll be fine. You'll love that. James Hooger. Hello from North Carolina. I can't say it. North Carolina.
North Carolina. Al Jones says, good afternoon, Rab and Stephen. When I out to a party, I find vegetables and fruits to eat.
Happy days.
Enough, Al. Dale, good morning, gentlemen. I'm off to pick up my 3 calendars. Can hardly wait to see y'all every day. Still got that unopened bottle of Glenlivet for you. Big hugs.
Happy days, Dale.
Dale. Beautiful holiday, you guys from Hawaii, says Jay.
Aloha, Hawaii.
Kathleen says, my downfall is when I travel and stay with friends, less control of food and time. Yeah, Kathleen, a lot of people are the same when you go and visit friends. Sometimes you just get caught up in the moment. Yeah. We all make our decisions in this world. Greetings and salutations to the coaches.
You're thinking about Demolition Man, aren't you?
Yeah. Greetings and salutations.
Yeah, that's in Demolition Man there.
There's a lot of parallels with what's happening right now in the world with Demolition Man. You know, like physical contact's not allowed. You know,
transfer of fluid.
Yeah, like, oh, you just don't do that. And if you want to have babies, it's got to be screened and sanctioned and everything else. But they do the great, they go like this. They go.
Yeah.
You're thinking of Bellinis. What did I say? Didn't I say Bellinis?
What was it? The wee pancake thing?
Yeah, did I say Bellinis?
I thought you did. I don't know.
I think he wanted Bellini and Russian crepe. Yeah, exactly. It's like a wee pancakey, crepey type thing.
I like crepes.
Bellinis are tiny Russian pancakes. I don't know they're Russian, but yeah. How do you join your online group, CT Johnson? CT Johnson, you go to thekiltedcoaches.com, fill in the little form, and one of our team will be in touch to chat.
Come and work with us. That'd be awesome.
Cheryl says Outlander, just randomly.
Must be to do with the calendar.
Annie already went through 2 times Christmas office parties without gaining weight. By planning, these pointers really work. Annie, well done.
Yeah, actually got
Good
a
job.
comment. Dustin, really enjoy what you guys do. Much respect from California. Happy days, Dustin.
Buffy Snyder said, I requested the book from Santa.
Great.
I hope he does the job, brings it to you.
Michael says, hello from California, ordering the calendar today. You guys are informative and hilarious. What a combination. Thank you. So Michael, there was a post that went out advertising the calendar. In fact, how can I get it here? Oh, I know. Give me 1 second, I'll give you the actual link.
Cool. While you're doing that, Maggie says, I bought a book for each of my sisters for Christmas, but don't tell them it's a surprise. Sorry. I think you just told them, really. How do I go about ascertaining your book? So Prem, you just go to Shilling and Fits. It's taken off our website at the moment, but you can buy it from any outlet. So like Amazon. If you go to Book, depending on where you are in the world, Book Depository has got the best rates for shipping. I think it's free shipping actually. So yeah, Book Depository is where to go for that.
I've just shared the link in YouTube for the calendar. Linda says, guys, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us. Enjoy your evening. Happy days. And Michael says, thank you for getting the link for the calendar.
Morna says, I'm sure you can afford a haircut a week. Honestly, no. My haircut costs me about between 30 and 40 quid each week. That's like, I could buy a car for that. I could buy a small car.
Now, Charlie's jumped on. So, Charlie, you were actually on our to-do list in the nicest possible way. Sharna's been trying to get in touch with you. So, Charlie's just said, why can't I roll in your program online and not speak with your lovely sales rep? So, she has been trying to get, I think previously, there was an issue with the payment portal and it was not accepting cards from abroad. And it was when Visa did their switch over, but I think it was MasterCard.
It's all working now.
It's all working now. She's apparently been trying to get back in touch. So she asked us, apparently she sent you a bunch of emails, so check your spam folder. And then she says, guys, can you get in touch with Charlie? Because I've been trying to reach him. And that was on our list. We just didn't get around to it yet. So Charlie.
So, you just saved us an email.
Yeah, good. That was good fingers, buddy. That was, yes. I thought you thought it did.
No,
wasn't that?
no.
It was, yeah.
Charlie, please check your spam, and if you still can't get, basically our email is sharna@thekiltedcoaches.com.
Yeah.
So drop her an email and she will sort you out.
I will put it in there for you, Charna at kilted.com. Well, that saved that job. There we go. He said, okay, you're the best. Or she said, sorry.
You're the best. Is it a she?
I think it's a she.
Charlie's one of those names like, it could be 50-50.
I know. I like Charlie Ficker. I think it's a lovely
I think it's
yeah.
nice to do. I used to train somebody called Charlie. So it was nice.
I actually made up boobies. So, when Shauna asked me to get in touch with Charlie Williams, right? in the Facebook comments there was a Charlie something else, a very, very similar name. So I dropped a message. I was like, blah, 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 blah. Shannon's trying to get in touch if she's not.
Oh, really?
Because it was just sitting in the inbox. I was like, that's not the same Charlie. I was like, oh man, she'll have got that and be like, what the fuck? So if you're on our Facebook, Charlie, and you got a random message, it was me. And I do apologise.
Have you seen that? There's a meme, Boris Johnson, obviously. And if you're not in the UK, Boris Johnson, the UK Prime Minister, is getting a bit of trouble at the moment because he had a Christmas party at 10 Downing Street just last year when he was telling everyone to stay at home, don't go to see your dying relatives, and he was having a big Christmas party. And apparently it was just out of control. But there was a meme of him inviting the Queen, and the Queen going, oh yeah, sounds great, can I bring Charlie? He's like, don't worry, we've got plenty of Charlie here.
Did they call it, well, Charlie in the UK is another name for cocaine. I don't know if they call it that in the States, but
I just assumed they would.
actually Charlie's a guy. Sorry, Charlie.
Yes, I think I replied right.
But the Charlie on...
Gilmore. Yeah, it's Charlie Gilmore.
Oh, sorry, Charlie Gilmore, that was me.
Yeah, there you go.
So, Charlie Gilmore, I do apologise. Sharon had literally messaged, and I was in the messages at the time, and I thought, Charlie, I didn't read it properly, and I thought, because you were like top of the messages for whatever reason, I was like, that must be the one. I was like, great, it's going to save me an email.
I'm not going to bother reading the second name. I'm just going to read the first name, even though the second name is right next to the first name.
Well, you knew that the Charlie Gilmore on Facebook was a she, because it was Charlotte. So I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, I felt, it wasn't until afterwards I realised, I was like, oh man, you know when you're just like, you just want to crawl in a hole. Yeah, that was me, so yeah, my apologies.
Yeah. She says, this is cool, I'm a lady.
You're a lady.
So is the other one a male or a female?
So Charlie is a Charles, I'm guessing, and Charlie Gilmore's a
Charlotte.
Charlotte. Because I remember our name's Charlotte, yeah.
No, okay. Cool. So we've got male and a female.
That's kind of cool if your name's Charlotte being called Charlie as well, right?
It's cool, eh?
It is pretty cool.
Sometimes it's just Charlie.
Ooh. Oh, I'm glad that I managed to get to the bottom of that one on both sides and it's all just aired. Feel better now.
Feel better?
I feel good? Yeah. I like it when I get to the bottom of it.
Right guys,
Yes.
we're going to go.
Before Rab gets himself more.
We've got our members to coach next, so we're going to prepare for that. If any members are watching right now, we'll see you in 20 minutes.
Yep.
For everybody else, if you're not a member, you should be. But remember, don't wait until January to start. Just start, and then if you then want to join a membership, you can do that right now if you want to. We've also got obviously January coming up, so there'll be lots of people who want to join in January naturally. So if that's one of you, we will see you soon over the membership. We do coach our members 3 days a week, so it's typically Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Well, that can change from time to time, but typically Monday, Wednesday, Friday. If you want our help losing weight, making 2022 absolutely epic, then go to thekiltedcoaches.com.
Boom. Have a great week, everybody.
Bye bye.
Take care.